Well, hey there, everyone. It's Anthony back with another video here on Single and Blazing. Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas. At least at the time of filming this, it's Christmas Day. Hope you're doing well, having a fantastic day. Weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. We're up here on Lookout Mountain, and this is actually take 2 of trying to film up here. I went to another area down the hill a little bit, started going on a hike with you all, and and it looks like we're probably going to run into the same issue here eventually. There are so many people up here on Christmas Day. It is stupid. I really thought, it's 10 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day. I really thought we were going to come up here and have this whole place to ourselves. And I was like, let me go to the other side. We rarely go to the other, it's not really the other side, it's just further down the hill. It's like, let me go on that hike. I've never gone over there with people, I don't think. And that'll be nice, and get Apollo out. I get over there, the parking lot's almost full. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So I park. There's families doing their present unwrapping, or gift time up at the picnic area on the top of the mountain. I'm like, if they live up here, I think that's cute or whatever, but to haul your whole family up, they were all in their Christmas pajamas just sitting in the picnic area. I'm like, this is Coloradoans, or people that relocate to Colorado and everything has to be mountain themed. I'm like, ugh. I don't know. I was being a little Grinch, as I tend to do, because I expected to have this place to myself. So that happened, and then we're going on the hike, and at first I didn't see very many people. I'm like, okay, maybe they went down a different path, so I'll go take this one. And about 10 minutes into it, it was just family after family, person after person coming down. I think they were all up here maybe taking Christmas Day pictures. I don't know what was going on, but there was a bunch of families in Christmas pajamas up here, and I was just like, okay, I'm annoyed because I can't film. I'm trying to talk to my friends, and I can get like 3 sentences out before someone else is walking by, and a bunch of people had their dogs, whatever, but I want to keep Apollo next to me. So I was like, yeah, come on. So I bailed on those video clips, and I'm going to start again, because I would talk for 10 seconds, hold on. You're fine, not you. Not you, Appo. Let's go. Yeah, you're fine. So I'm just going to start over. Hi, I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good holiday. Let me know how things went for you. Are you watching premieres? Were you watching premieres? Because I don't know when this will go up. And yeah, woke up today, did the little gift exchange with Joe and Maddie, and then what else? And then gave Apollo his presents. He got a whole bunch of stuff, including this it's made out of collagen. It's not a rawhide because those aren't really good for dogs' digestive systems. So it's called a no hide. It's made of collagen, but it's meant to look like a rawhide, but it dissolves. And they had a Christmas holiday themed one that's filled with turkey and cranberry. So I got him that and a couple toys, and he still hasn't opened the gift from my mom yet. I'll do that when we get home, but she got him a bunch of toys and treats and stuff too. So yeah. So did that, and then what else did we do? Do you want to just go and do the loop? We'll stay around here because we've already been. So the other thing about that other hike is we went straight uphill the whole time. Basically came up here, but from down below. So we hiked all the way up here, and so we've already gone for quite some time. But anyway, did a little gift exchange with Maddie and Joe. Gave Apollo his stuff. Gave Theo his little toy and his catnip treat. I was like, let's go on a walk because we have a 3 o'clock soiree with some friends are coming over, and we're gonna do karaoke and play games and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yes, yes. Oh, is it freak out time? I feel like you've been hiking. Hey, hey, get over here. You get over here. You get over here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're such a little butt. So yeah, did that, and then, or we're gonna do that, and I need to get home and make my little Mediterranean appetizer platter thing. And then yesterday for Christmas Eve, slept in a little bit, cuddled Apollo, and then I met with my mom and my brothers at dim sum, which was really good. They there's a couple things that I picked from their menu that we had that I was not a fan of. And a couple things my mom picked. She's like, oh, I thought this was something different. And it's like, Mom. So she ended up not eating a couple of things that she picked out. But they were doing it kind of awkwardly, where they usually push the carts around, and then you just pick from the carts of food. Like, I take 2 of these and 1 of these, and ooh, that looks good. And then they have a little paper on your table, and they mark on it the value of each item, so then you just total it up at the end. So that's how they normally do it. Well, they still did the tallying, but then they didn't have the carts. So they were just bringing stuff out of the back to give to people. And so I asked, like, oh, are you guys not doing the carts? Oh, we're not doing that until dinner. So we met at 2:30. So they were saving the whole cart stuff for the dinner rush. So instead, they gave you a little paper menu with some dim sum items on it, but it was pretty limited, in my opinion. It wasn't everything that you normally see. Oh, look, a deer. Maybe you can see that. There's a deer. Let me try to zoom in. Hold on. Zoom for some reason. That's annoying. Well, we'll see if we can get a little closer. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. There's a whole bunch. You see those, Apollo? So yeah, they had a paper menu, another piece of paper on the table that had like a limited selection. And then you were supposed to go through and mark how many of each thing that you wanted. I don't want to get too close, Apollo, because you'll spook them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right there. How cute. How cute. Maybe I'll take a picture and then I can insert that for you guys. Excuse me. Oh, little babies, little cuties. Okay, come on. Come on, you don't need to bother them. If he was off leash, he would have been gone, chasing them down. Apollo, there's also a squirrel over here that he's interested in. Is it like National Geographic out here today? Huh? So yeah, they give you the paper, and you're meant to just pick what you want, kind of like a sushi restaurant would have. You pick the different rolls and you write 1 or 2 or whatever. So that's kind of how it was. But I was a little bummed because there was a few things on there, not on there, that I was hoping to have. I have my like favorites. And usually you don't have to pick everything you want for the entire meal all at once, because the carts keep coming around. So you get something, you nibble at it, you eat it, and then chit chat for a couple minutes, have some tea, and then they're coming around again. There they are. They're hiding behind their dad, it looks like, or their mom. Let me go put Apollo, or we'll this is gonna be a shorty. I might tie this to another video. Yeah, they come around again, you pick another thing off the cart, you eat that. Like, it's done in like rounds, you know, as opposed to like order your entire meal. But they give you this piece of paper. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I probably should pick everything all at once. So my mom and my brothers got there a little bit early, and they had already put little stars next to the things that they wanted to try. So I was like, okay, that sounds like a good start. Let's just start with what you guys have picked, and then we'll see where we go from there. And so a lady comes out. She's like, okay, 2 of these, 1 of these, whatever. And I'm like, yep, that should be a good start. And she leaves and takes the menu with her. How about? I was like, oh, okay. And takes that and then comes back out, and they start bringing the stuff out. As they're bringing it out from the kitchen, they're marking the other paper like they normally would, with like, this one's a $7, this one's a $5, this one's a $10, whatever, you know, like they normally would. So it's kind of weird that they were doing both a menu and the checklist, because it's like, well, I don't know, it seemed weird. So we nibbled on the few things that we had ordered, and my mom's like, was that it? That's all we get? I'm like, no, where are the carts? And that's when I asked, like, are they coming around with the carts? And she was like, no, we're saving that for the dinner service. It's like, okay, well, we're not done. So she's like, okay, well, just tell me what you want and I'll go get it for you. I was like, okay, well, now I have to like memorize what these things are called, you know? So I'm like, can we get an order of the steamed barbecue buns? She's like, yeah. And then I asked for, they gave me the vibes that they were trying to offer a limited menu until dinner because they're expecting a rush during dinner. So they don't want all the lunch people eating the food, which seemed kind of weird because it's not like it was cheaper or anything. So I was asking for stuff that wasn't on that limited paper menu, and she's like, yeah, let me check. No, yeah, we have that. I'll go get it for you. It was almost like they were kind of begrudgingly letting us order food. So I ordered the baked barbecue pork buns, which were not on the limited menu, but they had them. So they bring out the stuff. But it just seemed awkward. I don't know. So next time, if we do that again, I'm going to ask Mom if we can actually do dinner, so we don't feel like we're being, because it kind of also felt like we were rushed too. I don't know, even though it was not busy in there. So anyway, but the food was good. There was a thing that my mom ordered that they just called meatballs that were not good. And then we ordered their soup dumplings, but there wasn't really any soup inside of it. It was just kind of a normal dumpling. So there's just a couple things that I wasn't into, but the steamed barbecue pork buns were fantastic. The baked ones were really good too. The chicken feet were good. So I was happy overall. And then we went to the Asian grocery store and picked out some groceries for each other, and my mom got some stuff to make some things. And so that was part of my Christmas gift, was getting the groceries for everyone. But before we get into all the other stuff, diamond painting related, what I got for Christmas, what I got my mom for Christmas, which is also diamond painting related, let's get back down to the house. And I'll probably catch up with you on an evening walk tonight after we have our little shindig, and I'll keep talking, but we've already been up here for a while. It's just that I bailed on the first clip because there was just too many people. And so let me get down the mountain, and then I'll reconnect with you tonight. We'll walk around town and I'll talk more about life stuff because there's more to talk about, and I hope you're doing well. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, Appo, let's keep walking. Well, hey there, everyone. It's Anthony, back with another video here on Single and Placing. Hi. Hope you're having a fantastic day, weekday, weekend, week, month, evening, morning, overnight, all of that good stuff. Today we're out here doing what we do, going for a little potty walk with Apollo. He has been extra squirrely today and yesterday. Today's the day after, it's Boxing Day, it's the Friday after Christmas. He got to hang out downstairs while we had our little friends party. And people were dropping food, and he was picking up food off the ground and trying to lick people's plates on the coffee table, and he just thought he could break all the rules. And then he started playing with his toys and stuff, and a couple of the guys that were over were wrestling and playing with him, which is fine. But then Apollo thought that he could get playful with Theo, so Theo reached at him or hissed at him. I was like, okay, that's enough. Between you getting to eat human food and picking off of people's plates when you're not supposed to, and getting into a tussle with Theo. They didn't do anything. He just kind of did his play jump at Theo, and Theo was like did not like it. I was like, that's it, you're going upstairs. So he got put in the room to chill until everybody kind of petered out and left. And then I came upstairs. After we had cleaned up and did dishes and stuff, I came upstairs and hung out with him until my first Christmas premiere was done. And then after that was done, I let him back down. I was like, you know what? You need to give Theo some personal space, give him some time to relax and enjoy not having you down there hassling him because you're all hopped up on Christmas food. Like, you need to chill out, dude. So he stayed upstairs with me for like a couple hours until after my first premiere, and then I let him back downstairs. And he immediately just went downstairs and laid down because the fun was over. Everybody had left. Joe and Maddie were just sitting and watching TV, so he just plopped down like, oh, has everyone left? Are we not being crazy anymore? It's like, dude. And then we went on a very short morning walk this morning, and he was just making me just drag him around, and he's doing the same thing again today and this afternoon. I'm like, dude, I need to get him out to the off leash again and just let him run it out, because he's got some pent up energy that I can't seem to quite figure out. So that's okay. I mean, it's that time of year. This is his season. When it gets cold. What's funny is it's been getting chilly at night, and then it's like 65, 70 degrees during the day. But it's supposed to start officially cooling down, I think, tonight and tomorrow, and actually get into winter. So, but regardless, this is his time of year to be a wild boy. And then his coat, I thought he was done with his winter shedding, but I think because so he started getting his winter coat in, so it's a little bit more thick and dense. But I think because it's been so warm all week, he's starting to lose some of that. So I think his little body just doesn't know what's going on due to the weather and stuff. He's like losing. He had lost a bunch of fur in the fall and got a dense coat back, and now it's falling out, and it was just, he's a mess. I was going to see about scheduling him for a self-wash, a dog wash tomorrow, so I can give him a blowout and get all that hair off of him, because it is nasty. But yeah. Trying to think of what else. Okay, so I think we left off, was that Christmas Day Morning. Yes, so we left off yesterday morning. I took you up for a super short little loop. And so, yeah, after that, I came back down and hung out with my roommates for a little bit. And then we started getting ready for our party. So we were cooking and listening to Christmas music and doing all the things, just getting everything ready. So we did that. And then Maddie's brother Levi came over at like 2:30. And then everybody else started trickling in. It was me, Joe, Maddie, Levi, our other friend Nico, N-I-K-O, and then our other friend Tanner. And then we had some guest stars. We had Spencer come by for just a few minutes. And we had Scott, our other friend Scott, come by for a little bit too. But the core group was Levi, Tanner, and Nico, and then the three of us that live there, obviously. So we just hung out and had food. I did my little Mediterranean platter. Joe makes this like very, very thinly cut beef, like tenderloin kind of thing. And it's kind of rare, but it's like paper thin. He has to freeze it and then slice it. So it's like super thin. And it's served kind of cold-ish. And then it just comes with like a cream sauce. It's really good. And he goes to this specialty butcher to get the cut of meat. He's done it every Christmas for I think the past 3 Christmases that they've been around. He's done it every year and he keeps trying to improve it. And it was very good. And then Maddie made this really delicious like kale and Brussels sprout salad. Tanner brought roasted Brussels sprouts. And then Levi brought over mini weenies, like little cocktail weenies and barbecue sauce. Then we had a bunch of little dips and snacks and little odds and ends. So that was really good. And this really delicious charcuterie board that Maddie put together. So we did that, sat around and ate, and then we put on Jack Frost, the Christmas movie Jack Frost with, is that Michael Keaton, somebody? I don't remember. And so that was a lot of fun. We watched that. Oh, you know what? I went to go grab my phone to look up who that is, and I realized I don't have my phone. I'm going to walk over to the house real quick and grab it, and then we'll keep going. Give me 1 second. Okay, phone acquired. I think it's Michael Keaton. He's a Batman, wasn't he? Let's see. Yep, that's the one. Michael Keaton. Is he still kicking? Is he still around? Easy. Yeah, he's 74. Wow. He's older than I thought he was. No, thank you. So yeah, we watched Jack Frost, and what a tragic movie. I remember liking it as a kid, and I'm like, why did I like this? This is so sad. But we watched that, and then after we watched that, we put on football and basketball, all the balls. The guys wanted to watch their sports. And then we watched that, and Maddie was making espresso martinis all night for everybody. And then we did a little gift exchange, as in, not an exchange, I didn't buy any of these. Essentially, Joe bought a bunch of gifts for all the guests and put them under the tree, so we all had to go pick one at random from under the tree. And they were all just little cutesy things, like little puzzles and stuff, but I got 3 mini puzzles. They're each 150-piece puzzles, but they're all Van Gogh artwork. And then it comes with a little easel. So once you finish your mini puzzles and you seal the completed puzzle, then you should be able to hang them up on the easel. So it's like, this is the perfect one for me to pick out. So I was very happy. So I'm going to take it into work because they're little like mini puzzles, so it won't take up my whole desk. Oh, there's a lot of kids over here. I guess that's fine. It is the park after all. So I got that, and then Joe he picked the gift that he wanted. He went last though. Just so happened it was still under the tree. It was like one of those eagles that balances on your finger. It's like got a weight on it. He's like, yes, this is the one I wanted. And then Levi they call them rattlesnake eggs, and they're these two magnets, and you throw them up in the air next to each other, and they make this like high-pitched kind of clacking sound. They're like they're supposed to sound like rattlesnakes shaking their tail. And so Levi got those. Tanner got this ball that it's like, you know those puzzles when you were a kid that had like a little metal ball in it, or it's a maze, and you had to like move it around to get the ball to move throughout the maze, and it had like a cardboard backing. It's like the modern upgraded version of that. It's inside a ball, so the metal ball is in a plastic clear ball so you can see through it, and it's got all these little maze pathways inside the ball, so you have to get the metal ball in there just right and kind of rotate and twist the ball to get it to follow, and sometimes you have to flip it upside down while keeping the ball on the track. It was very cool, so everyone was pretty enthralled with that little game. And I think there's like 118 levels. Each little section is a different level. And I only made it to like, I think 29. And I think Tanner made it up to 70 something. But he's like, I'm gonna take this home and figure it out. I was like, you better take a picture once you get it all the way to the end. So that was his gift. And then I think somebody got, I think it was, yeah, Nico got, what, sir? Nico got this game that's like an elastic headband that you put on your forehead, like a headband, and then it has a string attached to it, and then like a ball, like a squishy ball at the other end. And so you hit the ball, punch it, and it's strapped to your head, and then the elastic string makes it go out and back in. So you're like punching, and it's like bong, bong, bong. And so we were playing with that too. I didn't really like it that much because I don't like the ball coming towards my face and you're supposed to punch it away. I kept getting scared, but Joe's really good at it. Wow, you guys are so good. Tanner, you're doing great too.
You're ready to go.
Whoa.
I feel like Luke Skywalker with the
Oh yeah.
fake training aid.
You're so aggressive, Tanner. And Nico was pretty good at it too, so he had to take that home and practice that. And then Maddie got, what did Maddie get? Oh, she got a whole bunch of different little puzzles, like two metal hooks that are tied together, or that are hooked together, and you have to figure out how to get them apart. She got like a whole set of those. So anyway, we were just sitting there with the basketball or football game on with Christmas music playing in the background, just playing with all our little puzzles and toys and stuff. And it was very sweet. It was very cute. I'm glad that Joe did that. I didn't know he was going to do that. And I was like, this is very wholesome. We're just all sitting here like, let me try that one. Let me try that one. Oh, I only got to level whatever. And it's like all these little kids like puzzles and toys and stuff. And so we just had a ball. And then Tanner, Nico, and Levi kind of took off one by one. And that left me with about 45 minutes or so before my first Christmas premiere. So I went up, and of course, like I mentioned, Apollo was still upstairs at this point. So I went upstairs and got my computer turned on, got myself settled, made a cup of coffee. because it was a late night. So I made a cup of coffee and got my diamond painting out and started working on that until my first premiere. So yeah, and that one was a lot of fun. That was my 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time one. Okay, he's finally going potty. Hold on, everyone. Okay. So yeah, got myself all settled, got my coffee, went to the restroom, got my diamond painting out, and turned the computer on and had my first Christmas premiere at 10. And that one was an extra one that I was asked to do to fill in a gap for the premiere. I'm not sure if someone dropped out or they just had an open slot, but regardless, another one was needed. And so I put up just a vlog that I had filmed. I think that was last Friday, like a week ago. I had filmed that, and I was planning to put it up just as a regular vlog. Come on, Apollo. Come on. I was hoping to put it up just as a regular vlog. Hold on, everyone. Wait. Down. Oh, God. He's got me tied up. Hold on, everyone. What a mess. Hold on. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I have a new camera. The cage, like the case. Hop up. Come on. A new camera case. And I love it. It'll be perfect when I'm using my selfie stick, but it's aluminum and it's very big, and it makes the camera look like a point and shoot camera. So it's quite hefty. So it's pulling on the chest mount. So I do need to get a new chest mount because this one I've had for, a few years now. And so the elastic's pretty stretched out on it. I have to tighten it up so much to get it to stay tight. But especially with this big old brick attached to my chest now, I really should upgrade. So you're probably looking at the ground there for a second. Come on, buddy. Please don't make me drag you today. Hold on just a second. So yeah, that was just like a regular kind of day in the life vlog that I normally do. It was not Christmas related, not Christmas related whatsoever, but it was still a good time. And I let everybody know that was in the chat. Like, hey, this is not Christmas themed. This is just to fill in a gap. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support, this and that. So that was fun. We just chit-chatted, and it was kind of funny because I don't really listen to my vlogs minute for minute when I go back and edit, because I have a tough time listening to my own voice, and I'm like, okay, well, I already know what I talked about for the most part. But when it's a week old or a few vlogs old, I kind of was forgetting what I had said. So it was kind of funny listening back. I'm like, oh, that's right. But that was really fun. So that one ended at 11 o'clock my time. And then I went downstairs and Joe and Maddie were still up watching a movie. I think they were watching Bad Santa, I think. And I was like, okay, guys, I think, because at first I was like, I'm going to go to bed and then try to wake up at 4 a.m. for my 4 a.m. premiere. But I was like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. I've got a couple espresso martinis running through me and some coffee and tea. I'm all hyped up on caffeine. I'm just gonna stay up. So I'm just gonna watch the next premieres and just diamond paint tonight. And they're like, good luck, man. I was like, okay, good night. So I let Apollo out and go potty and all that stuff. And mind you, I had to work today. So it was a rough day. But anyway, so I was like, okay, we're just going to do it. So I stayed up and I diamond painted and just watched the 11 o'clock midnight 1, 2, and 3 creators that came after me. And then mine was at 4. So I made it, guys. I made it. I made it through it all. I had to go to, bathroom break, stand up, walk around and stuff. But by the time 4 o'clock rolled around, I was still sipping on a Diet Coke. I was like, okay, at least this isn't like full cup of coffee. It's not a Red Bull or anything. So that rolled around. I will say, and I'm just going to touch on it for a second, but I always tell you what's going on. The last person if you're not familiar, the way that the Christmas premieres work is they're each about 50 something minutes long. So like 57, 58, even 59 minutes, even dead on an hour. But it's always been, the process is it's like 57, 58 minutes. That way, that gives people a chance to use the restroom real quick, grab a beverage, whatever, and then the playlist will automatically put you into the next one. So the timing's perfect every hour. So it's always been the process to keep it at 57, 58-ish minutes, to make sure that you're not overlapping somebody else's video and taking up their time. So it's kind of that, respect people's time and the effort they put into the videos. That's just always been built into it. And so, like for instance, my 2 videos, after I got done filming all the clips, they were both over an hour long. So I had to go back through and be like, no, we can cut that to save 20 seconds. We can cut that to save 30 seconds because I got to get this down to like 57, 58 minutes. So like on my first premiere, that little non-Christmas related vlog, I cut out this whole section where I was going through, I was looking at some shop or something while we were on that walk. I was looking at a shop and showing some diamond paintings. Maybe it was from Mystical Dream Diamonds. I can't remember. Hey, let's not go in people's yards. Hold on. So yeah, I can't remember what shop it was, but I ended up having to cut that whole section out because my video was like an hour and 7 minutes long. So I was like, well, I got to get rid of like 10 minutes of this. So like that whole piece can go, I guess. And this little area where I'm like awkwardly being silent as me and Apollo are walking by some other people on the hike, that can go, just tidy it up, Oh, I cut out a whole bunch of vlog shots that I had done from my second premiere, just keep it tight. That way, whoever is after me gets their hour, and that's how it's always been. So anyway, so the person who went before me at 3 a.m. my time, I'm listening along, listening in, and I'm like, okay, it'll automatically roll over to mine when it's time. And so I'm listening to him and diamond painting, and after a while I'm like, this feels like it's been a long video. And so I was kind of zoning out. I wasn't really watching the clock. I was just diamond painting, knowing that once his is done, it'll kick over to my countdown and that'll be that. So listening. And after a while, I'm like, this feels like it's been going on too long. So I look at my clock and it was 4:10. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's still going and it's 10 minutes past the time. So I had to scramble and go to my premiere, and it's already, 10 minutes in. And I think someone came in, people started coming into the chat late because they got kicked over to my video after his was done, but they also didn't realize that he was going over. So somebody said that they got kicked over to mine at 4:17. So he had gone like 15 minutes plus over the time, which is like a quarter of my video. So I had people come in, and so people commented in the live chat like, hey, I'm not sure what happened. I was really confused. I came in here and I had already missed a bunch. And I'm like, that sucks. That's kind of a bummer. And so needless to say, I wasn't happy about that because I had stayed up until 4 a.m. to be present for my premiere and present for the others before me. And then to have someone just kind of steamroll over the first quarter of my video, I was like, dude, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy about it. So I did mention it to, I mentioned it. I'll just say that. I brought it up because I was bummed, and I wanted to voice my my annoyance with that, just to be like, hey, you know, like, this is how I thought it was supposed to go. And I'm looking through the Christmas playlist and everyone abided by that, you know, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. You know, there was a couple people that were like right at an hour, fine. But to be like an hour and 15, like, I don't know. I wish that would have been caught before the videos went up to be like, hey, your videos, well, I guess it wouldn't show the length of it until after the premiere's done, so I guess no one would have even noticed. But I'm just hoping for next year, you know, if I get asked to do it again next year, that maybe we can reiterate in the chat, like, hey, please be mindful and respectful of the people that are coming after you. We get assigned these hour blocks for that reason, to give everybody a chance, you know, give everybody their time, especially when they're putting work into editing and doing these videos and everyone looks forward to it. Like, please be considerate and respectful of everybody's hour and not do an hour and 15-minute video. So, I don't know. It's not a big deal at the end of the world, or at the end of the world, at the end of the day. And I know I shouldn't take it personally, but that did get on my nerves. It's like, I wouldn't do that to anyone else. In fact, I cut a bunch of stuff from my premieres to make sure that wouldn't happen. So that was just not cool. But I hope word gets back to him. I'm like, I don't know. I offered to bring it up with him directly, but I don't think it's necessary. But I'm hoping that those that I did make aware of it got that message back to him, because especially, like, you know, whatever, I'm long in the tooth. I've been doing this Christmas premiere for a long time, and so again, at the end of the day, not that big of a deal. But had it been like a brand new content creator that was, you know, that has a really small channel or is just starting out and super excited, oh my gosh, it's my first time doing Christmas premieres, you know, this will be really cool. And a lot of people do look forward to this as a way to spread the word about their channel. So had I been one of those people, and then to have someone encroach into the video I put together by 15 or so minutes, I'm sure I'd be feeling way more upset about it, because that's just, yeah, it's just not what you do. But it's, I guess I am happy in a way that it was me, because it is what it is. I'm not, you know, I've been around for a long time, and it's just something fun to do. But I would be probably more annoyed if it had been a new content creator or someone that's just starting out that got kind of slighted in that way. So I love the premieres. I hope we can keep doing them year after year as long as everyone's around and doing it, but we need to still be mindful and respectful of others' time. And to be, I don't know, I want to say too much, but part of me is like, if you can't play by the rules, then I don't know. Like, it's a simple one, and it is very important to a lot of people, and especially new creators. So we really should be paying special attention to that. So anyway, it's not a rant. It's just it is what happened, and I didn't like it. But anyway, so mine finished. I immediately, so towards like the last like 5-10 minutes of mine, I was responding to the chat, and we had a fantastic time. Don't get me wrong. I had so much fun in that chat, and I did a few little Christmas tag questions, but I also took everyone on a walk around the woods and did some drone shots. I tried to put a little taste of everything that usually happens over here. So did that, and then right at the, we were chit-chatting. I had a blast, even though I was exhausted, especially towards the end there. So like the last 10 minutes, I was already packing up my diamond painting and putting it away and putting my folding table away. So the second that got done, I was like, Apollo, we're going to do one more potty break. Literally ran down, let him out to go potty, and then crawled into bed, and then put on the 5 a.m. my time content creator, and I think I made it like 5 minutes into it and just immediately passed out. I made it like maybe like 10 minutes into it, because I did go on there and say, hi, I'm just here lurking and going to bed, but Merry Christmas. And I think shortly thereafter I fell asleep. I just couldn't hang on any longer. And so I fell asleep, had to be up 3 hours later at 8 a.m. this morning to be online for work. So I got online, and it's super quiet. I don't think I got a single email or a message. Like, the whole team's off right now. I was just there in case of some kind, I don't know, an HR emergency, but there wasn't any. So it was really quiet. I was able to kind of blankly stare at my computer and just kind of try to relax and try to keep my eyes open. And then once it was time to log off, I took a nap, and now we're here. So I'm still exhausted. I mean, I've gotten like 4 hours of sleep in total, the 3 between my premiere finishing and then when I had to get back up for work, and then like the hour nap that I was able to sneak in this afternoon. So we're just gonna go on this little walk here. I just wanted to give you a little life update. I'm gonna head back to the house now. But just wanted to give you this little life update and tack it on to yesterday morning's vlog. How about? Because I know we were chit-chatting about how Christmas Eve went and stuff. So overall, a very, very successful Christmas. It was much more low-key than it's ever been in the past, and I really liked that. Like, being able to go out to dinner instead of my mom having to cook a whole to-do or get it catered and go pick it up and keep it warm and all that stuff. Apollo? Hey, come here. Hold on, guys. Hey, sit. Thank you. Thank you. He needs a course correction. Stay. So yeah, going out and just doing the dim sum thing, versus having a whole to do, but still having my brothers there, and we still did our little gift exchange, and we still got to do all the same things, it just without the the cooking and the fussing and stuff. And some people, I mean, my mom really does like to cook and likes to, you know, put on a party and have everybody over for dinner and the kids come over, like the traditional thing. But this year, she just didn't seem like she was up for it, and that's totally okay. And in fact, I kind of preferred how we did it this year. I mean, we didn't spend quite as much time together because it was like at a restaurant and then we went shopping. So it wasn't like, oh, let's just sit on the couch and, you know, watch TV or watch a movie and stuff. But I think it was still just fine. And we'll talk about this weekend's plans too. It was still fine. I mean, we spent a few hours together. And then getting to go to the grocery store and like, oh, look at that. You should try that. That looks so weird. Get that, you know. I got these, did I tell you in the last clip, I got these prosciutto or Spanish ham flavored Lay's, like potato chips, and they're actually pretty good. At first I wasn't into them, and then as I had a couple more, I'm like, ooh, I like these. So anyway, we were just getting little snacks and stuff. So it was just a completely different vibe, but still a ton of fun. And then yesterday, you know, I cooked for about 30, 45 minutes, putting together my little Mediterranean platter. Then we just sat on the couch and watched movies with friends and all of my friends who didn't go home or have family stuff exactly for like on Christmas. So just having some companionship there and having our little friends family to spend time with was just, you know, it was very nice. And yeah, just cooking and, you know, spending time with each other. My friends are my family too. So it was nice that I got to spend some time with them. And it was, I think it's Queen of Diamonds. I forget the exact channel name, but her premiere came on after my first one, I think, or was somewhere, come on, buddy, somewhere in the middle there between the two that I did. And she was just telling this beautiful story about this kind of little manger set that I believe her sister got for her, and kind of reinforcing, you know, acts of service and just like giving to others without expecting anything back. And, you know, that's kind of like the meaning of Christmas. And it was just very sweet and touching. And then they went and did a whole like a little Christmas road trip thing, like mini road trip there in Salt Lake City. It was just like very sweet, and it totally was like, you know, a good reminder of why we do the Christmas premieres in the first place, you know, is to make sure, to, you know, keep each other company and make sure everyone has something to listen to and watch during the Christmas holiday, but also, you know, for the content creators that sign up to do it, to lift each other up and support each other. And when we have time throughout the day, pop in and say hi on each other's chats and stuff, just to show like, hey, you know, thank you for being part of the people that signed up to offer this, you know, to other diamond painters and crafters that might really look forward to it each year. So it's kind of like a twofold thing, you know, like giving that time or doing that as a, you know, positive thing for crafters, but also for the other content creators that are there too. So I did my best to pop in and say hi on people's chats, even if, like, when I was with my mom and we were at the restaurant, like, stopped my car, parked, And before I went into the restaurant, I quickly pulled up whoever's was next live on the premiere. And I don't even remember who it was or who was doing their premiere. Just go in the chat and be like, hey, Merry Christmas, love you guys. And even if you don't know who it is, just to be there. And then I'm, I've got to get back to doing family stuff. But certainly yesterday, I was hopping in here and there, trying to. It also is, of course, time dependent. I wasn't doing it all night for 3 nights. But certainly the ones around when I went, I did my premiere and try to be active in the chat when you can. And again, giving people their hour, all that stuff. So, yeah, so I don't know. Her story was just very, very cool. And it just reminded me of like why we do the premieres in the first place and why we spend time with family and do what we can on Christmas if we have the ability to. I don't know. It was just very touching. I was like, she has everyone on this premiere crying right now. And it was also late and I'm tired and I'm probably like in my feels, just extra sensitive because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to be up till 4 a.m. But it was just very sweet. And so, yeah, I had a blast. Watching the folks around the time that I had my premiere. And when I finally had time to sit down and diamond paint, and just popping that on, that was awesome. I mean, I think they're still, are they wrapped up at this point? Between work, I haven't really, even though work was kind of quiet, I haven't been listening to the Boxing Day ones, but let's see. I think they're wrapped up now, but let's take a look. Is this a premiere? Oh, it is. Okay. So there's Diet Coke and Diamonds is going right now. Let me just say hi, even though I'm chatting with you guys. Okay. So yeah, just pop it on when you can, or at least that's what I try to do to the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm forgetful or I do have other stuff going on. But if I'm sitting down during the Christmas premieres and diamond painting and crafting, then that's of course what's going to be on. So anyway, so that's Christmas. I loved it. I had a great time, and it was a very good Christmas this year. And we'll see. Maybe we'll make this a tradition of doing dinner out on Christmas. So Thanksgiving is the at home cooking the whole dinner, doing the whole spiel, aunts, uncles, the whole gang, and then Christmas maybe we go and treat mom, because like my brother paid for dinner for us, and then I paid for everyone's little groceries and goodies at the grocery store. So it's kind of like a, rather than mom doing all the cooking and the waking up early and doing all the fuss for us, let's make one of these 2 holidays where we get to do for her. So I hope we keep up that tradition. I hope we keep doing this and taking her out or picking a different place each year, because I think that'd be fun. And up. Good boy. Good boy. Whoa. Okay. Cool. People are just saying hi in the chat. Okay. Just wanted to go in and say hi. We're good. I'll go back to listening to. I didn't realize we had them so late. Does it go all night tonight? Maybe it does. So when I get back to the house, I do need to figure dinner out. And then go home. I need to start laundry. I'm so behind on laundry. It's insane. So I need to get laundry started, and then I will sit down and diamond paint. As far as diamond painting goes, the only update I really have for you is I'm continuing to work on The Kiss by Gustav Klimt and Diamond Dots. And I love it. It's beautiful. I'd say I have about 6 sections left to do. I will say that, and maybe I've already said this, that even though the Apollo, this boy is testing me today. Even though the micro dots, micro diamonds do add a lot of detail, and I like that much better on those diamond dots canvases than having a partial. I'd prefer to have the micro dots over just the printed canvas, no diamonds are on it. They are very finicky to work with. Yes, I'm sure I've said this, but when you place them, if you place them not right on the money, on the symbol, and then you try to slide them back into place, they just don't have enough grip on the, I don't know how to describe it. They don't have enough purchase on the poured glue to slide and stay where you slid them to. There's just not enough area of the actual drill to grab onto wherever you slid it to and stay there. So if you try to pull and slide it, more often than not, it just slowly, you can see them slowly move on their own back to where you originally placed them. So it's hard to adjust them once they're down. It's not impossible. You just have to kind of push them around a little bit more than you normally would. And even then, I've found that after I've gone through and straightened a lot of the micro dots, I come back to work on it the next day or when I'm diamond painting again, and a lot of them have kind of migrated around, kind of moved to the original position. So I've just learned that I have to be really careful with where I'm placing my micro dots. I can't just be dropping them like crazy and just trying to get through it. I have to take my time and try to really place them dead center. Otherwise, you do get some ugly looking placement. There's a couple of them where I can almost see the symbol underneath because they're that far out of whack. And so I'll probably go through after I'm done and try to clean those up. But yeah, it's not the same with a normal round drill, where if you put it down and it's a little off kilter, you can kind of push and slide it and then it fits right into place. Because the micro dots, they are close together, but they don't really push and click into each other, to keep the neighbors in alignment. They're just so small, and I think there might be a little bit of discrepancy between the micro drill and the printed canvas, where the drill field is a little bit bigger than it needs to be on the micro dots, because they get a little out of whack if you're not careful. It still looks good at a viewing distance. It looks really good. But once you get your nose up in that canvas, you're like, ooh, who placed these drills? So that's the only thing. I'm having to go very slow when I get to micro dots. And I'm in the area now of the man's neck and head, his skin there on his neck and back of his head. And so there's a ton of micro dot work to be done. So I'm moving a little bit slowly through it. I could go faster, but I'm worried that it would be too sloppy. So I'm taking my time, but I've got 6 sections left approximately to be done with that kit. So that'll get done hopefully by the end of the year if I can keep working on it tonight and over the weekend. Hopefully have that done by next week. And then move on from there. So come on, buddy. Okay, are we gonna, let's go this way. So tomorrow I have my brother's birthday is on Sunday this year. Oh wait, yeah, my middle brother. And so we have that. And then my mom's really good friend, her birthday is tomorrow. And so my mom's doing a little birthday party for the both of them tomorrow afternoon at her friend's house. Oh, this is a dead end, Appo. You gotta turn around. So she asked that I go over and bring the karaoke machine and just stop by. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is bring Apollo with me, get him in for a groom, and then I'm literally just gonna go in and say hi and give some hugs and kisses and then be on my way. So I'll leave Apollo in the car for that, and then we'll go on a hike and take the drone out and go for a hike tomorrow. So that's the game plan. And then Sunday I have on Sunday I have two live streams or Zooms, live stream and a Zoom to do. So I think I told everybody that I signed up to be a part of, I'm pretty sure I told everybody. I don't know when this vlog's gonna go up, but I signed up to do a Christmas gift exchange with the coaster people and a Secret Santa gift exchange or whatever. And so I purchased my gift, got it sent out, it was confirmed that it was delivered, and then I never got one. And so I think I mentioned it in the last vlog, pretty sure, that I wasn't sure if it was gonna come in at all or it was just delayed in shipping. I went back in our text chain to make sure I put my correct address in. I did. I was like, I'm not sure what happened. If someone just forgot or if it did get delayed or lost in the mail, I don't know. But I haven't been told that any of that was the case. Hold on, another potty break. So yeah, I ended up reaching out to the Patreon member, basically the person that's organizing this whole thing, and just said, hey, I know we're supposed to do our Secret Santa Zoom call Friday morning at 7 a.m., which thank God this is how it ended up going down, because I would have been dead if I had to do my 5 a.m. and then be up for a 7 a.m. Zoom call and then start work at 8. Hey, I know we're supposed to be doing this Zoom call on Friday, and I think I sent this on Christmas Eve. I was like, I haven't gotten a gift, and I'm like, if someone forgot or it got lost in the mail, it's fine, but I just didn't know if I should participate in the Zoom call. I don't know. I think that's all I said. I don't know if I should still participate in the Zoom call on Friday. And because for me personally, I could sit there and be like, oh, that's great. That looks so cool. Because I do want to see the reaction of the person who is receiving the gift I bought for sure. But I didn't want it to be awkward when it comes around to me and I'm like, I don't have anything. And then the person who was assigned to me either has to do the whole awkward, like, oh, I'm sorry, something happened. Or if they are trying to keep it a secret, maybe they won't even be able to say anything. So it would just be weird, I think. So, which it probably still will be. But anyway, so the organizer wrote me back. He's like, I'll try to reach out to who picked you and let you know, but you're not the only one who is still waiting on a gift. I think there's one other person. So he was like, we're gonna push it out to Sunday. And there was a talk of that anyway, of Sunday being an option. So today is Friday. So that's in 2 days. So I checked the mail today, nothing. So it has one more day to get here. And if it's not here, or if honestly, if someone just decided they didn't want to do it, whatever, I'll still join the call because I really do want to see the person's reaction of who, whoops, hold on. I do want to see the reaction of who the person I picked and the gift I got, because I think it's cool. And I'm not, I won't be upset. It is what it is. Something happened. I didn't get my little gift exchange gift. So be it. And if it makes the person who picked me feel awkward, then honey, that's on you. But I do want to have fun on the call. At first I was like, I'll be bummed, but I'm like, no, I think it'll be a good time. And I'm not like, whatever. The budget was like $35. So like, it's not like I was going to get a Porsche in the mail. I want to see the person's reaction of who I picked, because I've met him in person before on a couple occasions. So it would just be cool to see. And yeah, if the person who picked me just either forgot, or, even if it was delayed in the mail, if it was me, and I think I said this the last time, if it was me and I had sent somebody to someone for a gift exchange. Okay. Sorry, battery died. But yeah, if it was me, if I was in that situation where I either forgot, which I wouldn't, or if I had forgot, I would immediately tell the organizer, hey, I completely forgot to get a gift for the person that I picked, and I'm not going to have time to get one and get it over to them. Can you either let them know so they're not disappointed, or let them know that I will get them something, it's just not going to be there in time? If it was late, you pull up the tracking information, you're like, oh my gosh, it's not going to get there till January 10th or whatever, then again, reach out to the organizer and say, hey, can you let the person I picked know that the package will be there, and give them this tracking number so they can follow along. That way they can keep an eye on it. You don't have to feel like you need to be constantly checking UPS or whatever to keep an eye on it. And then again, that gives the person the opportunity to, do whatever they want to do, but at least they know they're taken care of. But I haven't heard anything. The only thing I heard was that when I reached out to say I haven't received anything, so I don't know if I should do the Zoom call, all I got back is, oh, I'll try to reach out to the person that picked you and see, but you're not the only one, so we're going to push it out 2 more days. So that's why it's Sunday. So we'll see. Got tomorrow, essentially. Apollo, no. He's so feisty. So they've got tomorrow, we'll see, but I'm gonna not let it be a thing. I am going to get on the call because I want to see what that the person I picked, I want to see their reaction to opening my gift, and that'll be that. That'll be that. I don't know if I will participate in it next year, if it ends up going down like that, because I am a sensitive little butterfly, and it takes a lot for me to like just be cool with that, you know. And I'm making it work. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's fine. And I think a day or two after it all happens, I'll forget. But it does sting. It does sting to feel like, you know, you kind of got forgotten about or left out, even if it is a shipping delay, not knowing. And I don't know. It does make you feel kind of like, oh, I guess I don't know. I guess I am not as valued in this little coaster group than some others. You know, I'm not worth the time. It kind of, you know, I do take it that way a little bit, to be quite honest. But whatever, I can't control that, so I've just got to kind of smile and move along, and I think it'll still be a good time. But I would not put myself through put myself in that situation intentionally again. Like, it happened once, it's gonna happen once, whatever, it's cool, I can move on, but I'm not gonna run up and say, please, may I have some more? So if that is how it goes down, where I just kind of got forgotten about, I wouldn't do it again, even though it's probably going to be somebody else that picks my name next year. I don't like that feeling. And so if I can avoid it, then I'll avoid it. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. And it's also one of those things of like, if you're the type of person that would forget you would join a Secret Santa group or say, yes, I'm in, here's my address, and then not fulfill your end of the bargain. If you kind of know yourself and you know that you're that type of person that would do something like that, then why would you sign up in the first place? So, and I know a lot of these guys are like, either there's a couple ladies, gals, women in this gift exchange, but it's mostly these like coaster enthusiast bros. So they're either like older guys, kids, family, retired, or like super young, like college, late high school, that are part of this Patreon group. So I could have ended up getting assigned to some kid who was like, oh, that'll be fun to get a gift, and not even think about like, oh, I should probably get a gift for the other person. Like, it could be just some whippersnapper, and so I can't even really get mad. But what I can do is not put myself in that position again. So I don't know. Couple weird little things with internet interactions this year for the holidays. Couple weird little things came up where I was just like, hey, that's not cool. So yeah, but otherwise, great time, good week. So anyway, we're headed back to the house. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to cobble together a dinner from some of our leftovers, or if I'm going to pop over here to the grocery store and just get something quick, or if I'm gonna try to run out and sit down somewhere and have something. I just don't know. I don't know what my heart is telling me. I crossed the street so we wouldn't interact with this grocery shopper, and then he crossed the street. Should have waited for him to make a decision. So yeah, I don't know what I want. I might just drop Apollo off and go sit down and grab something just to get out of the house for a little bit. I've been sitting there staring at the computer all day, hoping that I can stay awake. So yeah, I might go do that, come home, get some laundry started, and then try to diamond paint for a little bit, and then I'm gonna try to go to bed early because that was a long night, but worth it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. If I get assigned to 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, as long as I'm asked to participate, that's all I care about, because I do take a lot out of it, and it's been fun every single year to be able to do this. So yeah, anyway, all right, well, I'll let you go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone who might take some value out of it. Happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye. 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 Bye.